Hi children, we have learnt half of the lesson true height in our previous video. In this video, let us begin from where we have stopped. We have already completed 67 slides. Now we are beginning from 68th slide. Michael cleared the bar at 17 feet and 2 inches and 17 feet 4 inches. Again he showed no emotion. Constant preparation and determination were his vision. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other water had missed his final jump. He knew it was time for his final jump. Since the other water had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault to win. A miss would get him second place. Nothing to be ashamed of, but Michael would not allow himself the thought of not winning first place. He rolled over and did his ritual of 3 finger-tipped push-ups. He found his pole, stood and stepped on the runway that led to the most challenging event of his 17-year-old life. Now let us see a few questions and answers from this paragraph. What did he understand from crowd's groan? From crowd's groan, he understood that the other water had missed his final jump. Why did Michael need to clear this vault? Michael needed to clear this vault since the other water had fewer misses. Since the other water had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault. What would a miss give him? A miss would give him second place. Now, vocabulary part. Meanings. Groan, make a deep, inarticulate sound conveying pain, despair, pleasure, etc. బాధతోనైనా కావచ్చు, నిరాశతో కావచ్చు, లేదా ఆనందంతో మనం చేసే మూలుగు అనే శబ్దాన్ని గ్రోన్ అంటాం మనం. అషేమ్డ్, సారీ, షేమ్ ఫేస్డ్, అబాష్డ్, sheepish, guilty, feel embarrassed because of one's actions. తను చేసిన పనికి తనే సిగ్గుపడడం. ఓకేనండి. Now let us see derivatives from this paragraph. Emotion, noun. Emotional, adjective. Emotionally, adverb. Preparation, noun. Preparedness, noun. Preparatory, adjective. Prepared, adjective. Prepare, verb. In the other slide I told you preparative. Along with preparative, preparatory is also an adjective. Both preparative and preparatory are one and the same. They almost mean the same. They give the same meaning. We can say we were given preparatory holidays, or we can also say we were given preparative holidays. Preparative holidays. Determination, noun. Determined, adjective. Determine, verb. Determinedly, adverb. Now irregular verbs. Show, showed or shown. So V2 is in two ways, showed and also shown. V3, shown. We win, won, won. Lie, lay, lion, Lain, lion. KNOW, no, new, known, no, new, known. Find, found, found. Stand, stood, stood. అలాగే understand, understood, understood. Now let us go through our next paragraph. The runway felt different this time. It startled him for a brief moment. Then it all hit him like a wet bale of hay. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. That's only 1 inch off the national record, he thought. The intensity of the moment filled his mind with anxiety. So, intensity filled anxiety. Intensity, anxiety. He began shaking off the tension from his body. It wasn't working. He became more tense. Why is this happening to me now? He thought. He began to get nervous. Afraid would be a more accurate description. What would be more accurate description? Afraid. What was he going to do? He had never experienced these feelings. Then, out of nowhere, and from the deepest depths of his soul, he envisioned his mother. Why now? What was his mother doing in his thoughts at a time like this? It was simple. His mother always used to tell him, when you felt tense, anxious, or even scared, to take deep breaths. What was his mother's advice? To take deep breaths. Now let us see questions and answers from this paragraph. What started Michael for a brief time? The runway. The runway started Michael for a brief time. The bar was set at 9 inches higher than his personal best. What was his personal best? Where was the bar set for his final jump? 16 feet 9 inches was his personal best. The bar was set at 17 feet 6 inches. That's only 1 inch off the national record. What should he clear to equate the previous national record? In order to equate the previous national record, he had to clear the bar at 17 feet 7 inches. What was his mother's advice? His mother advised him to take deep breaths when he felt tense, anxious, or even scared. Now let us see meanings and synonyms from this paragraph. Startled, surprise, frightened, scare, alarm. Bale, bundle, bunch, pack, package, parcel, load. Anxiety, worry, uneasiness, fear. Shake off, an act of getting rid of what is unpleasant, undesirable, or unwanted. Now let us see derivatives. Difference, noun, different, adjective, differently, adverb. Intensity, noun, intensive, adjective, intensively, verb. Anxiety, noun, anxious, adjective, anxiously, adverb. Nervousness, noun. Nervous, adjective. Nervously, adverb. Accuracy, noun. Accurate, adjective. Accurately, adverb. Experience. This can be used both as noun and verb. Experienced, adjective. Depth, noun. Deep, adjective. Deepen, verb. Deeply, adverb. Simplification, noun. Simple, adjective. Simplify, verb. Breath, noun. Breathable, adjective. Breathe, verb. How to use breathable as an adjective? This shirt is breathable. This shirt is breathable. This shirt is breathable అంటే అర్థం ఏంటంటే ఈజీగా గాలి ఆడుతుంది అని అర్థం అండి. Now let us go through our next paragraph. So he did. Along with shaking the tensions from his legs, he gently laid his paw at his feet. He began to stretch out his arm and upper body. The light breeze that was once there was now gone. He could feel a trickle of cold sweat running down his back. He carefully picked up his pole. He felt his heart pounding. He was sure the crowd did too. The silence was deafening. When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. So he did. What did he do? He took deep breaths before he started running. What did he do before his pole vaulting attempt? He got rid of the tension from his legs and laid his pole at his feet. Okay? He got rid of the tension from his legs and laid his pole at his feet. Now let us see vocabulary part. Trickle down. A small amount of liquid flowing slowly. Here, ఇక్కడ చెమట కారణం అని అర్థంలో ఆడామండి. Breeze, a light wind. Pound, to hit something or somebody hard many times, especially in a way that makes a lot of noise. ఇక్కడ హిజ్ హార్ట్ వాజ్ థ్రాబింగ్ అనే అర్థంలో ఈ పౌండ్ అనే ఆ పదాన్ని వాడడం జరిగిందండి. డెఫెన్, టు మేక్ సంబడి అనేబుల్ టు హియర్ ద సౌండ్స్ అరౌండ్ దెమ్ బికాస్ దేర్ ఈస్ టూ మచ్ నాయిస్. చెవుళ్ళు దెబ్బలు వేసేంత అంత పెద్ద శబ్దం అంటాం కదండి, దాన్ని డెఫెనింగ్ సౌండ్స్ అంటాం. రాబిన్, a small brown European bird with a red breast. What is a robin? A robin is a small brown European bird with a red breast. Here you can see the bird robin, a European singing bird. What is the specialty of this bird? It is a singing bird, just like our nightingale. మన కోకిల్లాగే ఇది కూడా అద్భుతంగా పాటలు పాడుతుందండి. యాంటోనిమ్స్ చూద్దామండి. జెంట్లీ, ఫోర్స్ఫుల్లీ, ఫిర్మ్లీ. స్ట్రెచ్, shrink, contract. Now let us go through our next paragraph. As he began sprinting down the runway, something felt wonderfully different yet familiar. The surface below him felt like the country road he used to dream about. The rocks and chunks of dirt, the vision of the golden wheat fields seemed to fill his thoughts. When he took a deep breath, it happened. He began to fly. His takeoff was effortless. Michael Stone was flying, just as in his childhood dreams. Only only this time he knew he wasn't dreaming. This was real. Everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. The air around him was the purest and freshest he had ever sensed. Michael was soaring with the majesty of an eagle. How was Michael soaring? With the majesty of an eagle. సోరింగ్ అంటే గాలిలో చాలా ఎత్తులో రెక్కలు విదల్చకుండా ఎగరడాన్ని సోరింగ్ అంటారండి. సో బర్డ్స్ ఫ్లయింగ్ in the sky without flapping their wings. That's what called soaring. Okay, now let us see vocabulary part. Sprint, to run very fast. Runway, racetrack. Familiar, known. Familiar opposite unfamiliar. Chunk, piece. Soar, to fly very high without flapping wings. Majesty, attractive quality. Fresh, taza, stale, మురిగిపోయిన పాచిపోయిన. ఇక్కడ మనం కొన్ని హుడ్ వర్డ్స్ చూద్దామండి. లెట్ us see some hood words. Childhood, girlhood, boyhood, falsehood, priesthood. ఇంకా చాలా పదాలు ఉన్నాయండి. నోట్ డౌన్ సమ్ మోర్ in your notebook and show us when the school is opened. Now let us see derivatives. Wonder, it can be used both as noun and verb. Wonderful, adjective. Wonderfully, adverb. Gold, noun. Golden, adjective. Depth, noun. Deep, adjective. Deeply, adverb. Child, noun. Children, noun. Childhood, noun. Childish, adjective. Childishly, adverb. He cried childishly. పిల్లాళ్ళలాగా చంటి పిల్లాళ్ళలాగా ఏడ్చేశారు. చంటి పిల్లాళ్ళలాగా ఏడ్చేశాడు అంటాం కదండి. And don't do childish doings. Okay, childish deeds. చిన్నపిల్లాడి చేష్టలు చేయకు. చైల్డిష్ డీడ్స్ అంటామండి. ఇంకా మనం మరో పదం కూడా రాసుకోవచ్చండి, చైల్డిష్నెస్. ప్లీజ్ గెట్ రిడ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ చైల్డిష్నెస్. యు ఆర్ ఎ గ్రోన్ అప్ నౌ. బాబు నువ్వు పెరిగి పెద్దయ్యావు, ఇప్పుడు ఆ చైల్డిష్నెస్ని వదిలిపెట్టు. అది కూడా అనవచ్చు. Now let us go through our next paragraph. It was either the eruption of the people in the stands or the thump of his landing that brought Michael back to earth. What brought Michael back to earth? The eruption of the people or the thump of his landing. Okay? On his back, with that wonderful hot sun on his face, he could only envision the smile on his mother's face. He knew his dad was probably smiling too, even laughing. Bet would always do that when he got excited. Smile and then sort of giggle. మొదట నవ్వుతాడు, తర్వాత కిచకిచా నవ్వుతాడు. What he didn't know was that his dad was hugging his wife and crying. He was crying harder than Mildred had ever seen before. She also knew he was crying the greatest tears of all, tears of pride. Now let us go through meanings. Meanings part చూద్దామండి. Eruption, sudden standing. అసలు ఎరప్ట్ అనే మాట వాల్కనోస్కి వాడతా ఉండి. ద వాల్కనో హ్యాస్ ఎరప్టెడ్ అంటే అగ్నిపర్వతం బద్దలైంది అని అర్థం. ఇక్కడ ఎరప్షన్ అంటే సడన్ స్టాండింగ్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్, సడన్ స్టాండింగ్ ఆఫ్ స్పెక్టేటర్స్. థంప్, an act of hitting hard. Probably, perhaps. Envision, imagine. Envision అంటే అర్థం ఏంటండి? Imagine. Giggle, to laugh in a silly way because you are amused, embarrassed or nervous. Hug, embrace. Now, here are 3 irregular verbs. Bring, brought, brought. Know, knew, known. Have, had, had. Now the next paragraph. Michael was immediately swarmed with the people, hugging and congratulating him on the greatest accomplishment of his life. He later went on that day to clear 17 feet 6.5 inches, a national and international junior Olympics record. With all the media attention and heartfelt congratulations, Michael's life would never be the same. It wasn't just because he won the National Junior Olympics and set a new world record. And it wasn't because he had just increased his personal best by 9.5 inches. It was simply because Michael Stone was blind. Now let us go through glossary. AstroTurf, a type of artificial grass surface used especially for sports ground. Astro, this is a prefix. Let us see some words with astro as prefix. AstroTurf, astronaut, astronomy, astrophysics. Note down some more words, okay, in your notebooks. A bird's eye view, this is a noun phrase. A is a determiner. Bird's eye view is a noun phrase. So together it is a noun phrase. View of all the aspects of something, complete view. దీన్ని తెలుగులో సింహావలోకనం అంటామండి. A bird's eye view is a noun phrase. దీని అర్థం సింహావలోకనం, పూర్తి ప్రదేశం చూడడం, పూర్తి పిక్చర్ చూడడం అని అర్థం అండి. హార్డ్ కోర్ మీన్స్ స్ట్రాంగ్, డెడికేటెడ్. Motto, a saying that expresses aims and beliefs of a person. మరి గ్రాసరీ మరికొన్ని చూద్దామండి. రెజిమెంటెడ్, స్ట్రిక్ట్ అండ్ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్. దీని సినోనిమ్స్ చూద్దామండి. స్ట్రిక్ట్ అండ్ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ అన్నది మీనింగ్. సినోనిమ్స్ ఏంటంటే కంట్రోల్డ్, ఆర్డర్లీ, డిసిప్లిన్డ్. అబ్సెషన్, a state in which a person's mind is completely filled with a thought of one particular thing or person. దీని యూసేజ్ కూడా చూద్దామండి. Our television channels' obsession for daily serials shows they are incapable of producing useful programs. మన ఛానల్స్ యొక్క డైలీ సీరియల్స్ అనే వ్యామోహం, పిచ్చి చూస్తుంటే ఏమనిపిస్తుందంటే వాడికి మంచి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ చేయడం చేత కాదేమో అనిపిస్తోంది. సో దే ఆర్ అబ్సెస్డ్ విత్ డైలీ సీరియల్స్. అబ్సెస్డ్, అబ్సెషన్. అబ్లివియస్, నాట్ అవేర్ ఆఫ్ సంథింగ్ ఆర్ సింప్లీ అన్అవేర్. మరికొన్ని చూద్దామండి. రిచువల్, ఎనీ కస్టమరీ అబ్జర్వెన్స్ ఆర్ ప్రాక్టీస్. Finger-tipped, the fingers of hand touching the ground. ఫింగర్ టిప్ అనేది నౌన్ అండి, ఫింగర్ టిప్ అనేది యాడ్జెక్టివ్. ఒక విషయం స్పష్టం, రెండు కూడా కాంపౌండ్ వర్డ్సే. ఫింగర్ టిప్డ్ ఈజ్ a compound adjective, and fingertip is a compound noun. ఇక వొకాబులరీ సినోనిమ్స్ చూద్దామండి. మనకి ఇవి టెక్స్చువల్ సినోనిమ్స్ అండి. క్వెన్స్ మీన్స్ స్టాప్, సప్రెస్, satisfy. Glamour means charming, attractive, fascinating. Passion, love, zeal. Persistence, perseverance, tenacity, determination. Arrogant, haughty, self-important, proud. Pounding, throbbing, thumping, racing. Now let us see suffixes. Look at the following words taken from the passage: competition, excitement, persistence, immediately, wonderful, effortless, childhood, national, intensity. Dear children, what is common to all these words? There is one common thing with all these words. Do you know what it is? All these words have suffixes. Here tion, and in this word ment, and in persistence enca, and in immediately ly, and in the word wonderful you can see full, effortless less, childhood we already seen some good words, and childhood is one among them. National al, intensity sity is a suffix. Now pick out the suffix from each word and form new words of your own in the table, and this is our textual exercise. Now let us see. Competition, what is the suffix? tion, and here are few more words: repetition, simplification, pronunciation. Excitement, ment is suffix, management, arrangement, and there are several other words which you can note down in your books and show us when the skill is opened. Persistence, earns, ence, experience, existence, and in the word immediately ly is a suffix. Completely, generally, partially are few more words, few more examples for this ly suffix. Now wonderful, in this word full is a suffix, and here are few more words: powerful, mouthful, joyful, effortless, less is suffix. Careless, matchless, powerless. Childhood, hood is suffix, boyhood, girlhood, womanhood, falsehood, priesthood. National, al is suffix, final, local, martial, chemical, mental, physical, and there are many more. Intensity, sity is suffix, curiosity, university are some more words. Now let us go through textual grammar part. As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. When he heard the singing of some distant robins in flight, he knew it was his time to fly. Since the other water had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this vault to win. In the above sentences, the clauses with as and when denote time, whereas since denotes reason. See, these three sentences are combination of two clauses, one dependent clause and one independent clause. The words as, when, and since are conjunctions. They connect clauses. The clauses containing these words are called adverbial clauses. These adverbial clauses cannot stand independently, so they are called dependent clauses or subordinate clauses. Tell me, why do we call them dependent clauses? They cannot stand independently. వాటి మీనింగ్ పూర్తి అవదండి. సిన్స్ ద అదర్ వాటర్ హ్యాడ్ ఫ్యూర్ మిస్సెస్, మరొక వాల్టర్ కొన్ని తప్పులే చేశాడు కాబట్టి. చెప్పండి, సెంటెన్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయిందా? అవ్వలేదు. మిగతా భాగాన్ని మనం చూపించవలసి ఉంటుంది. మైకేల్ నీడెడ్ టు క్లియర్ దిస్ వాట్ టు విన్ అనేది మెయిన్ క్లాస్. ద క్లాస్ that stands on its own is an independent clause or main clause. The linkers as, when, and since, these three are adverbs, are placed before the clauses to make them subordinate clauses. Now let us have a look at the sentences that begin with as, when, and since from the lesson. Children, these are the some sentences we can find in textbook. As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. ఒకవేళ యాజ్ అనే పదాన్ని కనుక తొలగిస్తే he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, that is a main clause. He would always outrun the locomotives passing by, that is also a main clause. అంటే ఒక మెయిన్ క్లాస్ని సబార్డినేట్ క్లాస్గా రెడ్యూస్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు మనకి కాంప్లెక్స్ సెంటెన్స్ వస్తుంది. యాజ్ హీ రేస్డ్ డౌన్ ద గోల్డెన్ లైన్ వీట్ ఫీల్డ్స్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ సబార్డినేట్ క్లాస్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ adverbial clause or dependent clause. So subordinate clause has got two more names, adverbial clause or dependent clause. So in this sentence, what is the adverbial clause? As he raced down the golden lined wheat fields. మరి independent clause ఏమిటి? He would always outrun the locomotives passing by. పక్కన వెళ్తున్న వాహనాలని అధిగమించి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, he knew the other water had missed his final jump. గ్యాలరీస్లో కూర్చున్న వాళ్ళందరూ కూడాను చిన్నగా మూలిగారండి. ఎలా మూలిగారు? బాధతో మూలిగారు. దాన్ని బట్టి మైకేల్కి ఏమని అర్థమైంది? అదర్ వాటర్ హ్యాడ్ మిస్డ్ హిస్ ఫైనల్ జంప్. యాజ్ హీ లే ఆన్ హిస్ బ్యాక్ అండ్ హర్డ్ ద క్రౌడ్ గ్రోన్. అతడు తనను నడుమును వెనక్కి వాల్చి కూర్చున్నప్పుడు ఒక మూలుగు విన్నాడు. వింటున్నప్పుడు అతనికి ఏమర్థమైందంటే మరొక వాల్టర్ తన ఫైనల్ జంప్ని మిస్ అయ్యాడు అని అర్థమైంది. As he lay on his back and heard the crowd groan, this is adverbial clause. He knew the other water had missed his final jump. This is main clause. Since the other water had fewer misses, Michael needed to clear this what to win. Since the other water had fewer misses, this is adverbial clause, because this cannot stand on its own, because the sentence meaning is not complete. Michael needed to clear this war to win. See, this sentence has got full meaning, complete meaning. So this is main clause and this is subordinate clause. Together make a complex sentence. Let us deal with simple, compound and complex sentences in our in other video. Okay, examples for combining the pairs of sentences using as, when and since. We read, we read, we learn. As we read, we learn. ఎప్పుడు నేర్చుకుంటామండి? చదువుకుంటూ ఉన్నప్పుడు. As we read, చదువుతున్నప్పుడు. We learn, మనం నేర్చుకుంటాము. We were in the computer lab. Our English has improved. Why was our English improved? Because we were in the computer lab. Or since we were in the computer lab. Since we were in the computer lab, our English has improved. మనం కంప్యూటర్ ల్యాబ్లో ఉన్నాం కాబట్టి మన ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇంప్రూవ్ అయింది. The men were out working in the field. I helped with making the cows and feeding the cows. As the men were out working in the field, I helped with milking the cows and feeding the cows. CALVES, cows, plural of calf. CALF, calf. చూడండి, COUGH, calf, CALF, calf. వీటిని ఏంటంటామండి? CALF, calf, COUGH, calf. They are pronounced in the similar way. They are called homophones. They are known as homophones. సరే, అది మరో విషయం. As the men were out working out in the field, ఫీల్డ్లో మగవాళ్ళు పనిచేస్తూ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి ఐ హెల్ప్డ్ విత్ మేకింగ్ ద కౌస్ అండ్ ఫీడింగ్ ద కౌస్. మరి వాడికి సహాయం ఎలా చేశానంటే ఆవులకి పాలు పితకడం ద్వారా మరియు పశువులకి దాణా పెట్టడం ద్వారా. ఓకే, మరికొన్ని pairs of sentences ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వడం జరిగిందండి. అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ హోంవర్క్. వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ హోంవర్క్? కంబైనింగ్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ pairs of sentences యూజింగ్ యాజ్. యాజ్ అనే పదాన్ని ఉపయోగించి ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వబడిన pairs of sentencesని మీరు కంబైన్ చేయాలి. She walked to the door. She thanked them for a lovely dinner. They were signing the contract. They noticed that a page was missing. They were signing the contract. They noticed that a page was missing. I lit a lamp. The room was not electrified. I took a close look at my face in the mirror. I made an important decision. Now here are few more pairs of sentences. These sentences you have to combine using when. I laugh. I am nervous. I laugh a lot. I watch Charlie Chaplin's movies. You can burn calories. You do exercises. He was doing homework. I went to his home. Now this is your third homework. You have to combine these pairs of sentences using since. I lay down, but I could not sleep. There was no air. I did not see Ram from the time he left. Mildred Stone wished that Michael could relax a bit more. She attempted to talk to Bert about it. Swaminathan was among the culprits. He felt humiliated. Okay, children, that's all for today. Let us meet in our next video. Okay? Until then, have a nice day. Have a nice time.